Section 1.5, Topic 4, Significant Figures and Calculations. When carrying measured quantities through calculations, the least certain measurement limits the certainty of calculated quantity and thereby determines the number of significant figures in the final answer. The final answer should be reported with only one uncertain digit. To keep track of significant figures in calculations, we'll make frequently use of two rules, one for addition and subtraction and the other one for multiplication and division. Number 1. For addition and subtraction, the result has the same number of decimal places as the measurement with the fewest decimal places. When the result contains more than the correct number of significant digits, it must be rounded off. Consider the following example in which the uncertain digits appear in color. The lowest decimal place is the tens place, so it must be rounded off to the tens place. We report the result as 104.8 because 83.1 has only one decimal place. Number 2. For multiplication and division, the result contains the same number of significant digits as the measurement with the fewest significant digits. When the result contains more than the correct number of significant digits, it must be rounded off. For example, the area of a rectangle whose measured edge lengths are 6.221 centimeters and 5.2 centimeters should be reported as 32 centimeters squared, even though the calculator shows the product of 6.221 and 5.2 to have more digits. The lowest number of significant digits is 2 in 5.2, so the answer must be rounded to two significant figures, 32. We round off the two significant figures because the least precise number, 5.2, has only two significant figures. Notice that for addition and subtraction, decimal places are counted, whereas for multiplication and division, significant figures are counted. In determining the final answer for a calculated quantity, exact numbers can be treated as if they have infinite number of significant figures. This rule applies to many definitions between units. Thus, we say there are 12 inches in 1 foot. The number of 12 is exact, and we need not worry about the number of significant digits in it. In rounding off numbers, we look to the leftmost digit to be removed. If the leftmost digit removed is less than 5, the preceding number to the left is unchanged. Thus, rounding 7.248 to two significant digits gives 7.2. If the leftmost digit removed is 5 or greater, the preceding number is increased by 1. Rounding 4.735 to three significant digits gives 4.74. And rounding 2.376 to two significant digits gives 2.4. When a calculation involves two or more steps and you write down answers for intermediate steps, retain at least one additional digit past the number of significant figures for an intermediate answers. This procedure ensures that small errors from rounding at each step do not combine to affect the final result. When using a calculator, you may enter the numbers one after another, rounding only the final answer. Accumulated rounding off errors may account for small differences among results you may obtain in answers given in the text for numerical problems.